Here we are back in the kitchen with some bacon. And this is very good quality bacon. This is from the Wright company, Wright brand hickory thick cut bacon. And I thought today, since this company makes the bacon, they cut it and process it and all that, we would look on the back of the sack and see what kind of instructions that they would prefer to cook their bacon. I figured since they cut it and processed it and sell it, and it's very expensive nowadays, that they probably would give you a very good method of cooking it. So here's what it said on the back of the package. They said, put it on a cookie sheet. We're gonna put this, they're gonna bake it at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. How long? 18 to 25 minutes, and they said according to the crispness that you desire. So my wife likes it about 3/4 of the way done, where there's no super soft fat, but it shouldn't snap. She likes her bacon where you can bend it and chew it with some little crispy edges here and there. I don't like mine where it just snaps, where it's brittle chalk, but I like it a little bit more done than her. So we will pull some of this out probably at the 18 to 20 minute mark, and then I'll let mine sit in there and fry some more. But we've got some really nice cast iron. This is something that we've redone for a customer. There's a nice old skillet there. It gets to rest today. This one gets to rest today. And this one also gets to rest today. So skillets are resting. Okay, here we are at exactly 18 minutes. And just to be on the safe side, we're gonna stop right there because it's looking pretty good. Now look at this big old spatula. What a spatula that thing is. This is a Roll Mart special. I think it was $9 or $10, something like that. Maybe $5, I think. But anyway, this is always fun to try to do with one hand. I'm just breaking this loose, and we'll lay this right over here on a paper towel. And this won't take very long. Let's see what this bacon looks like. That looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. It really does. See if I can keep the dogs off of it. I got 2 or 3 little dogs over here checking. What I love about this is, wow, it makes that nice bacon grease, and we're gonna keep that bacon grease. Wow, this is gonna be nice. All right, let's see if I can tame my camera down. Get my camera to be centered up on what we're doing. I don't have a professional camera crew here, so it's just me. And that's falling off the stove. We'll correct that in a minute. We got one last piece. We got to get the last Mohican here. He's all by himself. Got that last piece. And he's being cranky. Look at him. Boy, you better get out of there. That bacon grease is valuable for many things, so we'll hang on to that. We don't want to lose our bacon grease. And this pan will be fine. We can use it for cooking bacon again. Just give it a quick rinse and leave a little bit of that bacon grease behind. Now let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this over here. Let's dance this bacon around a little bit because some of it's trying to fall off the edge. We don't want that. And I think because that's a little greasy on the top, we're going to give it a little hit right on the top of the head with a paper towel here. That way it can be starting to crisp up a little bit. And see what this looks like. See what it feels like. See what it tastes like. We could actually move this over just a skosh. And I like to just get this bacon just a certain way. So we're going to put it just a certain way. Let's get it where it's stripped out here. Parallel each piece. As we're getting the last bit of grease off of it. I'm not scared of grease. That's not the point. I just want it to be where it's kind of a little bit more presentable, shall we say. And a little bit more, uh-oh, that one broke. That's showing you getting pretty crisp. That one broke. And we'll lay this out here. And if we can move that little guy over, he got one more neighbor coming up. And get him right there. Boy, that is tight tolerance there. Take this piece we just used, give it a little pat on the top. Get the last little bit of grease. And I'm going to say, for 18 minutes, that's pretty good looking bacon. I wouldn't fault that. My wife likes it to be a little bit on the She likes hers to be a little bit chewy. And I like mine a little bit crisp. And you can't see this, but I'm doing a special disappearing act. See the bacon? First you see it, now you don't. So I want to encourage you on the carnivore diet. You get to eat meat all the time. You don't have to sit around and starve like your own Weight Watchers. You don't have to do none of that nonsense. You don't have to only eat tofu and water. You don't have to fast all the time. You can eat meat like a lion. You get hungry, eat some meat. Get you some ground beef. That's our number one. We got some good, high quality ground beef we get from a local feed store. It's a very high quality 1 pound package frozen for $4.49. And if you buy in bulk, get over 50 pounds, they'll sell it to you for $4.29. That's at Rosebud, Arkansas, at the Agri store there. It sells feed. And they've just got a freezer case with that good beef in there. But bacon and eggs, hard to beat in the morning. I guarantee it's better than cereal. You go to eating a bunch of cereal, and when you do, you're going to jack your blood sugar up. So, well, I got to eat oatmeal for my heart. You eat oatmeal, it's one of the most sprayed things that you can pull out of a field. They spray it with Roundup, they spray it with all kinds of herbicides, pesticides, and everything. Oatmeal is not near as good for you as what you might think. It can, because it's a starchy food, it can spike your blood sugar. And most people that make oatmeal throw a bunch of brown sugar in it and butter and cream and all this and that. So not that healthy. But the carnivore diet, it will drop your blood pressure. It will drop your blood sugar way down. Then it will stabilize it, stabilize your mood, and give you a lot more horsepower. So hope you enjoyed this little tip on cooking bacon in the oven. And it really works good for me. You save your frying pan. I could have been here cooking eggs, frying eggs, and everything else. So that's just a very handy thing that frees you up 18 minutes of time that you could be scrambling eggs, cooking eggs, tending to your kids, watching something fun on YouTube like bacon videos, stuff like that. It gives you 18 free minutes. So come on back and visit with us again here at Carnivore Diet with Ashley. And tap that little subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, I figured with that nice crisp bacon that just came out of the oven, we might as well put that stuff to good use. So look what we got. We got some scrambled eggs, 3 farm fresh eggs, and we're going to make some scrambled eggs with bacon. So I got 3 eggs, 3 pieces of bacon. I got a nice hot skillet with a tablespoon of butter. Get that shook up, properly mixed real good. There it goes. That's real scientific. And then off we go into the skillet. Boy, that is going to be some good stuff right there. Now we do have to spread this out a little bit, so we want it to cook right into the scrambled eggs. I've got this, this is turned on up there. I'm up to number 5. So we're gonna, I don't want to brown that egg too much, so we're gonna go ahead and turn that down to number 2. And we'll let that sit very gently. I had preheated it a little bit. Preheated just a touch. Always got to get a plate. Be right back. And we're back with the plate. Ooh, that's looking good, boy. That's some nice looking scrambled eggs. That would be what the French would call a French omelet. They don't necessarily fold everything up. Sometimes they just put a lot of bits in there, and then they pour the egg in around it. That got a little bit messy, but we don't care. This is still going to go down the hatch. Boy, that's some good looking scrambled eggs right there. Let me look at that close and personal. I'm going to flip it one more time. I don't want any wet scrambled eggs. We don't want that. I don't want the wetness of them, but we want them to stay pretty tender. Now, I went a little easy on the salt on these. I normally put one, try to get away here. We're not going to do that. You're not getting away. I usually put 1 big pinch of salt for each egg. On this, I went ahead and just put, since it's 3 eggs, I put 1 pinch for 2 of the eggs, and I let the bacon be the salt on the 3rd egg, so it's not too salty. Now, you get too much salt in eggs, and they're pretty much ruined. Just There is a way around that. If you accidentally salt your eggs too much, cook some more eggs with no salt and blend it in real quick and blend it up and you can recover. That's one quick way to do it if you've got some more eggs. So I'm getting the last little bit out of here. I've got a customer coming to pick up some cast iron. We've done some cast iron work for him, and I'm thankful that he's coming to pick up his skillets. This is Mr. Shandon, and it's his aunt. I made those last two pieces jump. Did you see that? Boy, that's going to be some good scrambled eggs right there. So over and out. Thank you so much for coming by and seeing us here at Carnivore Diet with Ashley. Over and out for now. Bye-bye.